Starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are tuned into this amazing crossfire call with our GWT expansion leaders across the world. This is Dr. Anthony Osegale, Ambassador with GWT, and we're right here in the city of Lagos in Nigeria, uh, basically getting ready for an amazing event holding tomorrow here in Lagos. Um, at the Keja, a major boot camp in this particular city. What a wonderful relief, a backdrop to have this call tonight. A lot of activity taking place all across the world, in the GWT nation, and so many happenings and people taking advantage of this amazing period that we are in. All the crazy promotions that have been unveiled by our CEO, and of course the best of the best. Uh, Luxury designer company in the world, Global World Trade. Um, with me here tonight, I have National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, Abdur Aziz, all together in Lagos for this event. So he'll definitely be speaking with us, answering questions, and giving us tips uh, about starting and leading a local or global GWT expansion endeavor in your own city and, of course, all over the world. Also, I have Regional Ambassador Joy Osegale right here. I think what I'll just simply do is just really give you a little rundown about these amazing folks, and then of course introduce to you amazing expansion leaders who are also on the call from Canada, from the US, and of course from St. Lucia. National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, well, call him Mr. Do It. This man is just breaking records all the way. He started his business about 2 years ago, resides in Abuja, and saw the GWT opportunity, actually launched the mall for his wife, eventually took it over after getting to understand, the compensation plan. And then in his first 5 months, he hit $10,000 earning per month, 10K club in GWT. Absolute achievement. 7 months into the business, he hit $25,000 income, 25K club. And then, of course, he has crossed the 100K landmark. And regional ambassador, he did that in his first 1 year. And this amazing gentleman became the fastest uh, ambassador to achieve national ambassador in GWT. 18 months he did this amazing stuff. He has received numerous awards in the business from our CEO. He's been interviewed on Business for Home magazine, and very recently, an amazing invitation to the Commonwealth African Summit. That just came up a few days ago. So a lot of accolades all over the place. National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, so good to have you on the call tonight. Uh,
Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction. You would think he was reading that. That came all from his head. Couldn't have done it better. It's great to be on the call, and this is going to be an awesome time. We always look forward to sharing, you know, um, my experience. Everything that's happened in the last 12 months is just so I keep pinching myself, every time, I get to be invited to this kind of a forum because for me, it's just it happens so fast. I'm still trying to like collect myself together. So I am so excited to be on the call tonight and look forward to sharing some amazing, nuggets.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, National Ambassador Abdul. We also have on the call tonight, all the way from California, USA, Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao. Amazing lady, inspires me so much. It's so important that you got to hear from these people we have tonight. She's our first female regional ambassador, uh, number one top female earner, number one top earner in the USA. She launched her BDM back in November 2007. Her team has over 12,000 luxury consultants in 94 countries. She was a world traveler until she gave birth to her preemie in Hawaii during her vacation. She's dedicated to help and support her team around the world through the internet while being a stay-at-home mom and watch her baby grow. Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao is a great inspiration to a whole lot of us. Sherry, good to have you on the call.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure to be on the call tonight, and I'm very excited to help the team grow. And internet is a great place, and that's what I said. I'm dedicated to be here, and anytime you can reach me on Facebook, on Twitter, on whatever that the platform that you use.
Hello, Sherry, you there?
Hello, Dr. Anthony. Hello, Joy. Hello, everyone. I'm still on the call. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
All right, thank you so much, Sherry.
Well, it's great to be here, and let's yeah.
Okay, sort of a little bit of a delay. So thank you very much, Sherry, for being on the call. We're going to be hearing so much from you tonight. Right away, I just want to also introduce Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes, all the way from Canada. Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes launched his BDM in 2007. He worked in wealth management banking and saw that business, tax benefits, and assets of gold, silver, and diamonds were all key to wealth, and GWT had all of this. Now, he launched Diamond and launched his sons as Diamonds. Now, he has personally launched 80 BDMs, and grown to 5,000 BDMs in 71 countries, including over 2,000 BDMs in 27 Caribbean islands, and has helped people in the Caribbean where average income is $600 to $800 a month to start to earn $1,000 a month, even up to $1,000 a week, to over $1,000, over $10,000 a month with GWT. That is amazing. Now, Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes has earned residual income for 400 weeks straight and doubled his income from banking, and is also a part of GWT 10K Freedom Club and GWT Six Figure Club. He also won the highest honor in the company, the President's Cup, and one of the Master Ambassadors. He's a regional ambassador and on the CEO's Leadership Council Group, LCG. Absolutely amazing having you on the call tonight, Mr. Sean Haynes.
Well, thank you, Ambassador Dr. Anthony. It's a great pleasure, great privilege to be here with all the amazing leaders who are on this call tonight. And hey, this is what GWT family is all about. One family building together to the billion. As we support one, we support all, so we can all rise to the top together. So, I'm so excited. Just looking at the video from a trip to Nigeria, and what an epic trip that was. And I know, this year, our 10th year, going into the next 10 years, we're going to ride to the billion, create 1,000 millionaires, and I know many of them will come from the people on this call. So I'm just glad to be here and be able to support in any way that I can. So thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean. Just quickly, what's very inspiring and amazing about all this, hearing all these amazing achievements by these leaders just sets me off, tells me, look, these people did it, you can do this. And then we have the opportunity, and I want to thank every one of you being on the call, an opportunity to learn from them, to stand on their shoulders and see from that height that they are seeing from, and then be able to avoid certain pitfalls and accomplish, higher results, with greater speed and consistency. So it's really an opportunity we have tonight to be on this call with these amazing individuals who are expansion leaders in different parts of the world. Okay, Regional Ambassador Joy Osegale is here with us. This woman, we call her the excuse breaker, the excuse destroyer. Amazing lady. Launched her business October 24, 2014, and an ambassador challenge winner. She became the fastest regional ambassador in Africa, 11 months, and amazing, amazing lady, mother with 3 kids, working full time, pastor in a church. Her husband is not staying in the same city with her. And she still goes on to do this business, launching over 35 BDMs now in about 16 countries across the world, and pioneering different new expansionary works in different countries and cities. And Regional Ambassador Joy is a great, great, great inspiration to a lot of us in the business. She also got the award from the CEO, the Elite Leadership Award, Leadership Elite Award at the Nigeria Summit. Regional Ambassador Joe, are you here with us?
Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony. Wow. I'm excited to be on this call, and this one of the beauty in this business, having the opportunity to affect lives and helping one person one day at a time, one person at a time. This call is going to be loaded. I would encourage everyone to call on their friends, success partners that must have registered for this call but is not on yet. You don't want them to miss out from anything that we have to say. Get your pen ready, your papers ready, and get your questions ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much, R.A. Joy, for that, and thank you for being on the call. Now, I want to just go ahead and introduce this lady. I have a lot of respect for this lady. I've listened to her trainings, I've listened to her passion, and I'm so inspired by Ambassador Vernisha Charles-Jone, all the way from St. Lucia. Vernisha has been married for 12 years with 4 children, and has had a career in management, training, coaching with emotional intelligence, management information systems, human resources, geographical information system, sales and customer services, and spent most of her working years with cable and wireless. This amazing lady is a highly charismatic woman, and her enthused energy and spirit always brings life into a place. And you can feel that in her presentations. Now, she's passionate about people and people development, and welcomes any opportunity that will allow her to impact lives, especially in the youth. Now, with an opportunity to lead a core group of leaders from various backgrounds, statuses, religions, beliefs, has been able to bring a powerhouse together for one powerful cause of driving St. Lucia with one goal and one aim in creating a stronger people and nation by uniting us first by understanding where they are and where they want to be. Now, Vernisha saw this opportunity in 2011 and joined then, and went into a coma until September of 2012, when the company launched its phase 2 launch. She has personally introduced 39 persons to her business, and today she has a network of 1,125 active persons in her team in 33 countries around the world, including all of the major continents. Vernisha now works her business full-time and has been earning every week from March 2013. Vernisha is an ambassador in the business and won the second highest award at this year's International Conventions of 2013, the fastest growing organization, and following year, she won the Outstanding Leadership Awards. She led St. Lucia to be the first country to beat Canada to number 1. Can you imagine that? And remained as number 1 3 times in a row. Up to October 2015, brought St. Lucia to second position with only 6 apps less than Nigeria. Also, she helped Grenada to top 5 twice, and the Republic of Dominica to top 10 twice. I mean, this is starting, this is maintaining, this is inspiring expansionary activities. But Ambassador Vernisha, are you there with us?
Ambassador Dr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Great. Thank you so much for having me on this amazing call. Listening to all of the other ambassadors and regional ambassadors before me is already firing me up here in St. Lucia. It's about 4 o'clock here, and I know many persons in the islands would have loved to be on this call, but because most persons are employed and right now is still at work, they're not able to be on this call, but thank God it's being recorded. Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for putting this call together. I, too, am looking forward to learning so much from all of the amazing leaders on this call, so I just want to turn back to you and to look forward to exploding this call this evening.
Okay, thank you so much, Vernisha. Usually on a call like this, we want to go a particular order. I'm going to beg to break protocol a little bit and actually start off this call with Vernisha. The first thing I would like for us to look at tonight is something that a lot of people have been asking in our teams, some of the new countries that have started out in the business. Just recently, we got, Cameroon just came on board in the business, certain new cities in Nigeria coming on board, and even again now, Texas getting new fire with Diplomat Rennie right there in Texas. There's certain challenges some of these individuals face, and one of the things one individual asked, and another person in another country asked was, getting that fire, getting that drive, to keep yourself going, pushing at this thing, and I'm talking about, the motivation, your why, and how important that is, in starting a new work, and keeping that work going. Vernisha, what do you have to say about this?
Dr. Anthony, I think I lost you in a few areas, but I think generally what you were asking was someone starting off in this business new or recently and wants to know how to keep being motivated, how to have that enthusiasm and fire to keep building. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, asking that additionally, actually looking at these individuals being in the new market. Okay, we've got some people, they are maybe the first persons in a particular new market, or just a few of them in that particular city, and they're trying to get themselves coordinated, and get firing and get going, so their why, their motivation, their inspiration to keep going, how do they do that? You have started a work like this in St. Lucia, Grenada, and other countries. What's your unique new market story, and what tips do you have to share with such people?
Great. Well, new markets for me is really, really exciting and a really great opportunity as well for anyone being the first person to start in the market. That means that you're being the Reza Mesgalu for that country. That means that you're becoming a pioneer for your country. So the very first thing I say to persons who are starting in a new market is absolutely a must to stay connected to your My5. So hopefully the 5 persons who are there to support you to success, their markets have probably exploded, and if not, they are connected to those who've exploded markets as well. So it means that you would not have to go recreating the wheel or reinventing the wheel from scratch. All you have to do is duplicate what has been done before. Coming from the Caribbean and having worked with persons from various markets, including your Nigerian market, I have come to understand while every market may be different in its culture and maybe its people, but fundamentally the great thing with global wealth trade is the system works exactly the same and as effective in every single market. And I absolutely love that, Dr. Anthony, because no matter where I go, no matter where I expand to, I don't have to try to figure out the culture of that country. All I have to do is keep my enthusiasm, and how do I do that is by keeping myself not aware every day of why I did this in the first place. And no matter what your reason be, Dr. Anthony, no matter what Sean's reason is, no matter what Sherry's reason is, underlying every single one of us are doing this because we recognize the need for more. And because we have that same need and everyone have that same need, it means that that in itself is enough to keep me passionate and committed every single day to doing this. So just the thought of me sharing information can explode drastically, not just the life of individuals, but shifting countries and nations is enough to get me to wake up every day with energy. So one of the words I have changed in the minds of many persons in my team is there are no challenges, there are no difficulties, only opportunity, because it's only through these things that we call challenges one gets the opportunity to grow and become more. So if you are in a new market, if you're just starting off, whether you started 3 years ago and have not done anything and you're just beginning to do something, stay connected to your My5. Absolutely. Know why you're doing this, and your why will become your rod and staff. It will be the thing keeping you driven every single moment. And use all of the systems and tools that Global Wealth Trade has already put in place to ensure your success. So in my books, there are no new markets, only expansions of what already exists. So I hope this is a fair enough answer, and I'm giving back to you, Dr. Anthony.
Amazing, awesome. Thank you very, very much. Absolutely stirring. Mentioned a lot of amazing stuff right in there. Our whys are so powerful, and duplicating the right kind of culture across that expansion work, in whatever city it is, doesn't matter. All you just need to know, get connected with the My5, use the system, don't reinvent the wheel, take advantage of the company tools, and you're good to go. Thank you so much, Vernisha. On the caller as well, I would like to just bring in at this moment Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes. Now, Sean Haynes, we of course lovingly and happily refer to you as Mr. Carribean, and we see you traveling across several countries, a lot of experience, on the table, to see these new works, these expansionary works, these new markets, picking up speed the way they should go. Sean, what tips would you like to, share with us concerning actually starting and then also maintaining the growth and leading an expansionary work in a new environment?
Hi, Dr. Anthony. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Awesome. Well, first of all, starting a new market now is actually very simple thing to do because we have all of the tools in place to start a new market. So anybody can start a new market relatively quickly. You have, first of all, you have the GWTopportunity.com, which has the 4 key videos that shares about our business, starting with our CEO. We have webinar tours all throughout the week, all different times. Of course, we have Skype, we have webinars, we have different ways that you can connect and, even do live webinar tours for a specific new market. So it's not difficult to start a new market. The key thing that you need in starting a new market is you need somebody in that market who has that drive, passion, and determination to go out there day after day, because while it's simple to start a new market, starting a new market, you got to go through all the challenges, all the ups and downs, all the doubters, all the skeptics. So you need somebody who has that drive, passion, strength, that no matter what comes their way, they're going to overcome it. Now, the key for that person, when you find that right person, and I know already on this call we have many of those right people from Benin City, Texas, etc., who recently started. The key is staying connected with the My5. There's nothing more important than staying connected with your My5, because in your My5, much as Vernisha said, you're going to have a lot of people who've already been through the fire. And so those people are there to guide you, support you, answer your questions, talk with your prospects, doing 3-ways with your prospects. So one thing that a lot of new people run into trouble or, potentially will lose their motivation, let's say, is that a lot of new people try to do things alone. And this is not an I business, right? This is a team business. So That's why we said together, everyone achieves more. So you have to have that mindset right from day one. I'm working as a part of a team, starting with my 5, and everyone I bring in, I'm going to connect them with their my 5. It's a simple business that if we do the right things, then our business will go in the right direction. So, you being connected with your my 5, you connecting your new people with your my 5 is very important. Now, in a lot of new markets, especially ethnic markets, and I'm from an ethnic background as well. I think most on the call are, in ethnic markets, when we get that energy about something, it's simple, fast to start building up, having people come out, having people get started. Where the problems come, because in life, as our CEO always says, there's hills and valleys. And so when you get started, everything is going up a hill. There's a lot of excitement. But the moment they run into challenge in that new market, then they start to go down in a valley. And so if the right culture is not established, this is where things can fall off very quickly. And so the right culture is when new people get started, you must plug them into the system. We have the Tuesday, Sunday train, both in international times and North America time. So everybody immediately should be plugged into the Tuesday, Sunday culture. That's absolutely critical and important. Again, everybody immediately should be plugged in to their My 5. Everybody immediately should know, there's once a month global boot camp. Before, again, we didn't have these things. Now we have a global broadcast boot camp. So nothing is more important than the monthly boot camp for giving that foundational, overall training to be able to advance your business. Again, if you have weekly team calls, that's very, very important. Again, making sure everybody plugs into that culture of My 5. So if everybody starts to plug in and duplicate the systems, and again, these are not systems that we invented. The systems came from our CEO, Ramin Mesgarlu. We know that he became a millionaire at the age of 25. We know he's so far mentored 16 other millionaires, countless six-figure earners. So we're following a system that's been proven time and time again by really, in my opinion, the number one trainer, the number one leader in all of direct sales, which is our very own CEO, Ramin Mesgarlu. So we don't want to invent the wheel. We want to follow the proven system. And if everybody does that, if everybody's plugged in, if everybody's connected, in the next 30 days, we talk about the culture of connectivity. So everybody's connected into their company systems, then you're going to have success, okay? Because getting them in is the first part, which again, an ethnic market, but now keeping them in is the key part for longevity, for creating that residual income, and that's where the GWT systems, the cultures, become very important. So hope that answered it, Dr. Anthony. Back to you.
Thank you so very much, Sean. Yeah, absolutely important. Stay in touch with your My 5 and keep every single person that is coming into the business, into the amazing opportunity, get them plugged in with the My 5, plugged in with the faster training, the Sunday leadership training, the monthly boot camp, get them plugged into the system, and of course, that immediately gets such individuals set up in such a way that they rock, and nothing that they're going to find, whether by way of objections or hiccups, whatever, as they move about expanding their businesses, can ever dampen their enthusiasm. National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, you're here with us, and I'm just thinking, looking at the work that is going on, looking at the momentum that is building in the business, what more would you like to add to this?
Well, a new market is always quite challenging. And I have to agree with Regional Ambassador Sean that, you have to get, the catalyst is somebody that has the drive, somebody who is going to pull everybody along. all right? Because a new market is a new market. I mean, so there's nothing on the ground, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just like Ambassador Vernisha said, it's just going. I mean, we have a system in place, and I'm telling you, and I keep saying this all the time. Before I saw GWT, I had a background in direct sales for up to 7 years. Up till today, since the moment I launched my VDM, the system that we have in GWT is second to none. The idea of the My5, and of course the weekly support in terms of the training, the leadership training calls, and the the Tuesday fast start training is enough to build upon, for any new market. So all you need to do is plug in to what is already in place and utilize the system. Systems duplicate, people don't duplicate. And I can tell you for a fact that that is what actually, assisted us to get off, our business in Abuja. Our team started with just about, 7 people who were committed, and just those 7 people were able to, just take advantage of, the GWT system, and we just worked it, and we just worked it and worked it, and look at the results today. I mean, our entire team is in over 20 countries worldwide, and it started with just one single decision and a few people who just took advantage of the immense, support system that we have in GWT. So definitely, a few people, one person, a few people have to drive the market. They have to get up and go and just go and do it. There's just nothing to it but doing it. And in GWT, we have a great system in place with the My5, with the support system, with the forensic networker training. I mean, that's business in motion. I mean, the forensic networker training is business skills, and that's what's lacking in most direct sales companies. They tell you, how to do it, what to do, but they never tell you why you should do it. And that's what forensic networker is all about. It tells you exactly why you need to do what you are, what you ought to do. So that way, there's a greater meaning, and you know that you will come up on tops. So it's just that commitment, use the system, and just go on and do what you need to do. You have to get up every time and just do it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, NA Abdul. Using the system, utilizing the system once again. Systems duplicate and people do not duplicate. I think some time back we had this issue about tours. There's a way to actually get our tours in whatever market it is to be highly effective. And I'm so thankful to our CEO Ramin Mesgalu, thankful to Sanaz Human and master ambassadors, all of them, Reza Mesgalu, Brian Arindel, Sean Haynes, who were in Nigeria with us, training us in different parts of the business. And, especially, observing the way we do our tours and then making some corrections, doing some reset with us and helping us to say, hey, look, these are the principles to follow. Implement things like this. No matter what city you are in, you're going to get this type of result. And we just came out of a huge tour in the city of Benin, an expansion work in Benin City. Now, that's a city where I was told to my face that direct sales will never work in this city. Several have come, it did not work. It did not work. And, we planned something in about 10 days using the format that we were trained with. NA Abdur, National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, brought out that format in a written kind of form and posted it all around the country to everybody, and we just followed that simple system. And the closure rate and the fire with people coming to the business, within the last 7 or so days, has been mind-blowing. The closure, the percentage is mind-blowing. Regional Ambassador Joy is here. I'd like to just bring her on the call right away. We've had a huge tour like that in the city of Warri before, and then this one, to shake up the city of Benin. How important is following the system, not just doing it the way you want to do it, but doing it the way that has been proven to produce the right kind of results. Pre-tour, during the tour, post-tour, kind of publicity drive. There are things to follow. How important is this?
Thank you very much. I'd like to draw from what our leaders have been saying so far. Vernisha said something. She said we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Now, something about system is that a system is like a principle, and it works irrespective of the environment. The law of gravity, for example, works in US, it works in Nigeria, it works in anywhere in the world. If you drop something, that thing will definitely fall, and that's because of the law of gravity. And so it is with our system. Our system is not based on any environment. So you might be the first in that country, the first in that region. We have our systems that have been proven to work. These systems work irrespective of where you are. And systems like the My5. Yes, GWT is a global family. We are one big family. You are allowed to, pick from any part of the world. And I'm so happy with the My5 that I have, because they are mighty pillars, to me. Now remember, you do not duplicate yourself. This means that you don't have to, start working, stressing yourself, wanting to, create something new and all that. All you have to do is to follow what has been proven. As our system have been proven to stand, against tough times and tough locations, and still come up on top. Listen, whatever location it is that you are at, everybody is fashionable. And that's one thing that we have strong with us in global world trade. We are dealing with products that have instant gratification. So you want to take advantage of that ASAP, and then get your mind fight. Training is key. My life coach will say you do better being trained for a task than not being trained. You want to be trained. And now, something that comes with this training, apart from the fact that you'll be upgraded, is the fact that you'll be mingling with like minds. A hot cone set on its own would definitely wear off with time. So you want to be around like minds. You want to be on the call, you want to be on social media. The world has become a global village. There are more people on the internet than you meet on the street. You want to be on the social media. You want to link yourself to success stories, to people that have made it. You want to identify with them, because these people would help you in the times where you begin to feel like, oh, something is up and all that. And remember your reasons, your motivation. There was a reason, or there were reasons that made you sign up. You must keep those things close to your heart, and they must be compelling enough. Rami will say that your my three, that's your three reasons, should bring tears to your eyes. Now, these are systems. I'm trying to let you know some of the systems that we have in place. We have the My5, we have our trainings, we have success stories from people. Even before I started communicating with Sherry, for example, I have been following her story on Facebook, because just about 3 months after, about 2 months or so after I joined this business, I discovered that, I got pregnant. And so, because I've been following her story, she with her baby Bim Bim and all that, I made contact with her. So you would really want to take advantage of social media. It would expose you, and these are systems that people have worked on before. Systems are not respect. They don't. They are not respecters of people. or location, they are like principles and they work irrespective of who is and where you are. Thank you, Dr. Anthony.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, Regional Ambassador Joy. Yeah, right away, something just coming to my mind now. Now, a lot of us were sitting down in different cities across the world and we're working locally. Now, there's this very, very important thing about working locally but thinking globally. This is a global business, and you can actually have, business expansion to new horizons, to existing markets, and do big things. But how do you coordinate this kind of thing? Now, I know that Sherry Zhao, she's been working from home, for quite a while. And then when we looked at her education, it was right in there. This amazing lady has been making use of the internet and so on. So we're looking at how effective is this, Sherry? I mean, is this doable? Working locally, thinking globally. You're always with us on basically every company training, steering, helping, and showing. Sherry, what is this inspiration for you, and how effective has this been for you, and what tips do you have to share with us? Hello, Sherry. Sherry, can you hear us? Okay, I guess we have maybe sort of a technical issue at the moment. We will get Sherry to come back on the call shortly. Now, going on to something else, um, duplication. Sean Haynes talked about this, Vernisha talked about this, duplicating, duplicating the right culture, passing across the the right move, the passion, the 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 knowledge of the right activities, to get the business flying. What do we do to ensure effective duplication? Venetia, I'm going to be bringing you on the call right now. What do we do to ensure effective duplication? What do we do with the leadership that we have? Maybe we have just a few persons as leaders coming up in the business, and then the team is expanding and expanding. What do we do to ensure that the duplication just keeps on the way it's meant to go? Because it's about duplicating, the system. And then again, secondly, what do you do to ensure that your new BDM owners develop that right culture? Benisha?
Dr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go on.
I heard you up to the point of what do I do for new persons, and then I lost you from there.
Okay, so I'm saying, what do you do? You have a team starting in a city. What do you do to ensure the right culture duplicates with this team that you have? And then as the team expands and increases across other cities, what do you do with the leadership to ensure that the right culture duplicates and keep going up? What did you do in St. Lucia? What did you do in Grenada? What did you do in Dominican Republic to see the kind of growth, the kind of leadership that we're seeing the results in the company? What did you do to duplicate the right culture?
Okay, great. I love this question because I think this is the fundamental thing for our business. We are in the business of duplication, and if there's no duplication, then there's no growth. It means that everybody's fishing for themselves, and that's not good. So this culture I love, especially since it's coming from the very top of our organization, which is our founder and CEO, Ramin Mesgado himself. From the core leadership team that he has, where, of course, 2 of my 5 are on that team directly, it means that all information that I get is almost as if it's coming from Ramin himself, and all of it is communicating very effectively. So the very first thing of duplication for me starts from effective communication and consistent communication as well. So for me in St. Lucia, I have a core leadership team where we meet, apart from having our tours every week, at the end of each of our tours, we have a CISL to evaluate the event and to look at areas where we can do better for the next event. Apart from that, we also look at areas where we can have other events and activities to help bring the team together and to help more persons in the team duplicate. One of the things that we do ongoing every single week as well is training, which is very, very important. And Ambassador Joy touched on that earlier. Training is what is going to allow anyone to become more in this business. And every single Saturday in St. Lucia, we've been having boot camps looking at various core areas and primarily areas that is going to enable a new person, a seasoned person, a revived person to start building a business and build it effectively and successfully. I went into Grenada. I spent 1 month in Grenada, even after I have launched Grenada since 2013. But last year, I went to Grenada for a 1-week vacation with my husband and 4 kids. My husband is from Grenada, and our 4 kids had never been to Grenada. And because of this business, this is what allowed us to be able to bring the kids to Grenada. Having spent a little bit of time with the team there is what then allowed me to be able to see what the team there needed. Grenada was working, but they were not expanding at the rate that they were capable of. And the main reason for that is because they needed stronger leadership. So I spent 1 month with them trying to develop this. And by my 4th week was when it really came together in a really, really empowering way. And that is what Grenada has been riding on. Amazing leaders in Grenada, even in the absence of me or Sean or Reza, that they have been carrying Grenada and making Grenada grow even more. Same thing for Dominica. Leadership is very, very important in duplication, because as leaders, if we're not doing what we're asking our team members to do, then it becomes even more difficult. But if I'm showing results, persons are seeing my lifestyle is upgrading, persons are seeing that I have a lot of time freedom, persons are seeing that I'm traveling, and then they understand it's because I am following the basic system that Global Wealth Trade has, and that is why I am able to experience that success. So one of the very strong cultures that we have in Global Wealth Trade that I think we should be pounding on even more, and I start with myself, is the thing of staying very, very, very close to your first and second generation. The easy formula for me is if I duplicate myself in the 39 persons that I have launched, and then I help them duplicate themselves in the sole number of persons that they each have launched, it means that I now begin to have hundreds of Vernishas running all over the place and doing effective work, changing their lives, their families' lives, and the lives of the community and country at large. So for me to ensure duplication is happening in my team, in the countries outside of St. Lucia, is to ensure there's effective and consistent communication, especially in the core leadership team, to ensure there's a strong, committed leadership team, and to ensure that one stays close to the first and second generation, and a lot of training. Attend the Sunday night webinars that the company has every Sunday. Be on the fast start training on a Tuesday. Be on the special webinars that happens outside of those 2 webinars to ensure that you consistently are getting skilled in the areas to help you become even more successful in a shorter space of time. So stay connected to your leadership, remain open to communication, and follow the training and do what the training says to do. So on a weekly basis, touch base with your first and second generation, get a recap of them, avail yourself to make sure that you can assist in the areas that they need assistance. And with that ongoing, I think in as short as 6 months to 12 months, we can really explode some markets with this small actions put in place. So this is simply what I have been doing, Dr. Anthony, and I hope this to a certain extent, have answered part of your question, and I'm sure other leaders will add to that. So right back to you.
That was just absolutely amazing. Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can. I can go. So you could go right ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vernisha. Just simply inspiring. So we've got to trot up in front, duplicate yourself in your first generation, and help them to duplicate in their first generation. And like you said, you have so many Venetians running all over the place. You have so many Sean Haynes running all over the place. So many Sherrys all over the place. So many Abdur Razaq, Zaks all over the place. So many Joel Segales all over the place. So many Dr. Anthony's, Maya Gaderi, so many Brian Arindels, many Razors all over the place. So the goal is this: you've got to organize your first generation in a system that you can interact with them. Communication. Vanisha said communication. I mean, you don't argue with results. You're talking about one of the fastest growing markets in the business. You're talking about countries that you would think should be on the outpost. You don't want to, they're rated as third world, developing, poor. They're doing amazing things and competing with the so-called developed countries. So we're telling you, this is what it's all about. And this goes right back to our CEO, Saramin Mesgalu, a trooper, a soldier on the field, the forensic professor, I call him, training us on what to do to get the business flying. So just capping that up, you want to ensure that you are in front of the people. You want to ensure that they see you doing what they should be doing. They see you doing the things that make for success. Happy leader, happy team. A helping leader will create a helping team. A growing leader will create a growing team. A participating leader will create a participating team. A leader that attends the international convention will create a team that attends international convention. A leader that attends local events will create a team that attends local events. So the leader has to be in front all the time. You've got to be out there, and people will generally aspire to be as the leader is. So absolutely inspiring stuff from Ambassador Vernisha. Thank you so very, very much. Sherry, I know you're on the call. We are anxious to hear from you about the use of the internet, about working locally and thinking globally and affecting people globally. I mean, in the past couple of months, you've been home, working from home. How are you doing this, Sherry? You're making so much impact in our lives, affecting so many persons, helping the business to grow globally. How are you doing this, Sherry?
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, guys, for the early disadvantage of a little bit technology issue here, but that's what technology brings us, and we are very, very fortunate to live in the 21st century right here, and we are using that can benefit. Of course, there are little bit delay sometimes. There are things that didn't work that sometimes, but if we have patience, if we can overcome. It's rapidly everywhere in the world. As I counted last time, my team is already in 94 countries, and I didn't even know a lot of those countries' names. And when I look at my back office, I was shocked myself, and that's what our business is. I cannot take all the credits on myself, because our system, just like every other leaders on this call said, utilize the system that we have, and we have amazing business that we can, expand to every other part of the world, like every country except jewelry. Every country take, take our products, and our product have no boundary. That's the beauty of our business and our products. when I first joined the business, I remember back in November 2007, we have we were in less than 14 countries. Of course, when I first started, I was in one country, that was Canada, and I was very fortunate. I started in Canada. I have a lot of contacts in Canada, and when I first got started, I just literally just go into call every single one, every human being that I know about this business because I was excited. But I only know so many people, and I only know the people who located in Canada by then, and that's where the company started. And I was very fortunate, even though the company was a lot smaller than now, the product was a lot smaller than like a lot lesser than what we have right now, but we were the pioneers in that country. We were the pioneers in this of all this company, and I was very fortunate to be part of it. And I was building local, just like Dr. Anthony said. I built local and think global. I was thinking, who do I know outside of Canada? Who do I know in Hong Kong, in China? Who do I know in US? And I literally just share this opportunity to everybody. But by then, the internet was not as popular. I mean, the social media was not as popular as now. Back in 2007, we have to build everything from scratch. We have to build everything. So back to what every other leader has shared, utilize the system that we have and utilize the stay connected. My advice to everyone tonight is actually very, very important. You do have to have a great mindset. You need to stay positive. You need to stay positive and stay motivated. And the mindset is everything. When I first got started, I cannot associate myself with anyone who's negative. I cannot associate with anyone who's negative about my business. I rather not including that person in my business, even though I shared with those people about the business. But not everyone joined my business. Not everyone would get started. And even I can share with you, even my best friend by then, until today, she's still not in my business because she's not business mindset people, and she has not a lot of negative thoughts in her mind, and she worries about a lot of things. So there are people in my life never would be my business partner. Just I have to associate myself with people who have really positive mindset. That's why I go to motivational events, and that's why I go to networking events and try to look for the people who have positive mindset and stay motivated. I watch motivational videos on a regular basis, and I really, and also the other thing is I was very coachable. Think about, by then I didn't have my five because by then the company was too small, and we didn't have a my five system at the time when I first got started. But I was fortunate that I had our CEO as my mentor, our senior vice president as my mentor. I had actually even Sean Haynes was my mentor because he started a few months before me, and he knows the business better, and he was helping me on doing the presentations and stuff. So I was stay connected. I was coachable, and I listened to what they need to their experience, and they teach me what to do and how to build like and trust, and how to build a strong team. So I was very coachable, and then I start to build my team. And the other point I want to share with you tonight is the believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You are capable. You are someone that's unique and capable, and you can do the business. whatever you want to make yourself successful as a person. And I remember my mom always saying to me something like, "Oh, you are overconfident." There's no such thing. You know, I love my mom. I respect her a lot, but overconfident. I love myself. I always believe myself. I always know that I can do. I can make a business successful. I can make this my own future. I cannot work for other people. I believe myself. I can make it. So a few things that in someone's mindset is very important. Be very positive, stay motivated, be coachable, believe in yourself, and building this business and utilize whatever we have, and always stay connected with like-minded people, just like Joy said earlier. You know, important, and this is the environment that we are building for you. And trust me, the negative people, the negative thoughts and the negative mindset will not stay too long, and they are not going to be part of your life for too long. And you can still be friends with them, but you don't want to do the business with those people. You want to stay connected with people that have positive mindset and always motivated and always try to motivate yourself. So maybe I shifted the question a little bit, you know, from how you build local to and think global. But I think everything goes back to a mindset, and you want to look for the people who have this mindset and associate yourself with them. So I hope that helps. And back to you, Dr. Anthony.
Absolutely, Sherry. You know, serious help to all of us on the call. I am, you know, learning so much of the year. I mean, this is a good top up after the New Year call with our CEO. And then we had that fantastic one from the recap of the New Year webinar by Vernisha. You know, it was beautiful. And all the trainings we've been having, you know, this year is going to be epic for us. And then, of course, this season is unique just before the convention with all the promotions that have been put in place. We're going to get into that shortly and talk about how each and every one of us can take advantage of these promotions, you know, to expand our organizations and help more people, you know, come into the business and help more people do well. Okay, so basically, before we go into that discussion, I'd like to bring on someone um, who has been very inspiring. And I think he can come on the call tonight. Maxwell Adekoje. This young man has launched over 50 VDMs in his first 4 months. I heard Sean Haynes, I think, saying something about this is the only person in the company who has done this type of feat, and we just want to get him on the call. I hope his audio will be good at his own end. You know, what is your motivation? And you know, Vernisha talked about leading from the front, being a leader, doing certain things that can duplicate. Imagine if everybody in your team is launching BDMs like this, expanding, touching more lives, showing people the opportunity. What's going to happen? Maxwell, are you there? We've unmuted you. Can you just unmute yourself at your end, you know, and just, you know, talk to us briefly, share your motivation, how you're doing, what you're doing. Can you unmute yourself? Hello, Maxwell. Can you hear us? Okay, while we wait for him to try and unmute himself at this end, we actually had some LCs in his team, in Nigeria who came. They reside in Warri, and they came to our training center, the GWT training center in Warri, to be part of the activities. We're so delighted to have that type of support, locally here. So amazing stuff going on. Now, our leaders, I'm excited. I know every one of you, you've been excited. We've taken the excitement from you. We're expanding in our teams. This period, our CEO unveiled amazing promotions, and these promotions, if taken properly and utilized properly, can produce amazing results for us. Sean, I'd like you to just talk to us some of these promotions. What do we do with these promotions? Are we supposed to be waiting till April, or we ought to have been far ahead on this right away?
Okay, well, Dr. Anthony, our CEO, you've met him. Many of this on this call have met him. If you haven't met him, you've seen him, you've heard him. Hopefully you come into the convention, because today I was posting one of the most important trainings. If you're serious about creating residual income for life, you're serious about becoming one of the 1,000 millionaires of this company, without question, the most important training is called the Forensic Networker. And, Vernisha talked earlier about, keeping in touch with your first and second generation. Well, the Forensic Networker gives you the exact balance of time, because as your team starts to grow, it starts with you, then becomes 5, then 50, 500, 5,000. So as your team starts to grow, you have bigger and bigger teams to support, more and more to do. And the Forensic Networker is what really gives us the business training, how to allocate our time, what we should be doing week in and week out, day in and day out. So you can't miss getting that training straight from our CEO, okay, who is the Forensic Networker. So you need to be at convention for that. Well, this gentleman is the most giving, generous gentleman in the world. And, I remember back when I started, when he told us the type of things he wanted to do, and, eventually be able to create that we can all share it. And, that's happening more and more. Forget about what the business gives you itself, which we'll talk about. But, we had our leadership summit, which was at the G8 resort in Endeavours, where the G8 leaders of the world stayed. And the CEO took the top leaders at the time from around the world to Endeavours on a limo bus, and we had a rock concert up there, and of course recently the Master Ambassador, which myself, Resident Brian, got to be a part of. And this is the CEO that we have. As we get bigger and bigger, believe me, the people who are involved in building this company, of course, all the the top leaders in Nigeria got to experience going on the private jet city to city as well. So as the company gets bigger and bigger, our CEO is going to do more and more of those things. So if you're one of the people who really takes leadership, who really takes ownership, you're not just building your team, but you're building a company, you're building an empire, then you get to share in all of those rewards. Now, the ultimate reward of that, of course, is the global revenue. But now our CEO increased it to, be 300 to 500% better than what it was before. So I mean, to put that in a simple numbers term, if before you would have gotten $5,000, well, now you would get $15,000, up to $25,000. If before you would have gotten $10,000, now you can get $30,000, $50,000. So, that is such an insane, generous increase from him that is so mind-boggling. In a time when all the companies are downsizing, you know, even the billion-dollar bank that I worked at, they just laid off thousands of people to end 2015. So that's what's normally happening in the world. Here we have a CEO who's only increasing, making more generous the offers that he gives us. Now, of course, right now we have the double IA. The double IA is the most incredible promotion in the history of GWT. Again, who does this? Who gives someone access to launch $1 million business that can change their lives, and as a part of launching it, they give them over 3 times more products? Because you're launching basically $3,500, you're getting $9,500 in products as a diamond. I mean, that is unheard of. You know, if you went and you opened a McDonald's restaurant, you know, you're going to spend $2 million. Believe me, McDonald's is not going to give you $6 million in inventory. You know, our regional ambassador, Bella Jeanette, was just posting recently some slides about her cost of starting a traditional business. You know, she had to spend $250,000 to start a traditional business. Guess what? It didn't come with $750,000 in inventory. She still had to turn around and then buy the inventory. So again, this is the generosity of our CEO. So we should be with absolute urgency. You know, Maxwell, I hope he can get on the call, but he said something on the last night at the start. He said, make your dreams an emergency. So if our dreams are an emergency, we should be with absolute urgency, sharing this with every single person that we know. That, listen, not only you can get started in this business, as a business can change your life, make all your dreams come true, but right now you're getting $9,500 of products for entering as a diamond at $3,500, which already gives you access to all the best the company has to offer. Now, on top of that, of course, you know, the national and the regional ambassadors, spearheaded by, you know, our first NA Resumes Garlu, we got together, we said, okay, you know, if our CEO is going to be this generous, what can we do to also, you know, inspire, I guess, the existing LCs to even go ahead more to share this? And of course, you know, we put together the incredible convention incentive, which really, when you look at it, one diamond is going to put, you know, your convention ticket cost back in your pocket. If you do another 3 diamonds, it's going to put your hotel cost back in your pocket. If you do another 5 diamonds, it puts basically up to $1,000 for airfare. So literally Saturday, April the 9th at convention, you could stand on stage and get yourself $1,500, okay, all in brand new $100 Canadian bills in your hand on stage. So on top of coming to an event that will change your life, give you the training to take your business to another level, now, you know, you can get $1,500. Now, of course, there's many new things coming at our convention. You saw our CEO, our senior VP, they're in Portugal right now, all the new products. I saw some pictures that looks like our new luggage are coming, which I'm excited about because I travel a lot, so I can't wait to have our ferry luggage to travel. But of course, there's all these things. You know, we have new packages coming, you know, our comp plan, everything always gets better to earn more and more. So now what's going to happen is very simple. If you really push it as hard as possible to share with everybody about the Diamond Double IA, if they become silver, anybody who's a silver, when we increase to the Palladium package, you get that upgrade. Anybody who's a Plankston gets the upgrade to gold. So the more that we push it hard, share that message out there, as all of the new, you know, incentive enhancements kick into place, man, I'm telling you, you can hit the 10K club overnight. Okay, you can hit the 10K club overnight. You can hit the 6-figure club this year. You can get yourself into the global revenue sharing pool this year. You know, if you're not on the ambassador cruise, you can get yourself on that. If you're not on the exotic vacation, you can get yourself on that. Hey, you push it really hard, you might end up getting yourself even in your luxury car this year. So these next 3 months, actually it's less than 3 months now into convention, you want to push it harder than ever to line yourself up, to line your team up to take advantage of this. But beyond all, you have to be at convention. I'm telling you, you have to be at convention. Nothing is more important. Nothing will be more important for your future, your team's future, than being at this 10th annual convention. So I hope that answered the question as it was, Dr. Anthony. And if there's more I can add, just let me know. Back to you.
Are ready, tickets are set, we're getting ourselves ready.
Dr. Anthony?
Right there. Can you hear me? Hello, Sean.
Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, better now? Okay, so thank you very much, Sean. I was saying we're revved up, looking forward to the convention and taking advantage, of course, of all the promotions and the amazing things, that has been put in place by our CEO, man with a heart of gold. And we know that the more and more people are going to be helped as we, show the opportunity. We train our teams all over the world. I just seem to get this thought, right in my heart as Sean was speaking and all the leaders tonight were speaking. This is the time to just cut off all the weights. Get away from things that demotivate you. Get away from anything that will get you looking left or right, and just stay focused and build your organization, build this business, help others, build others. Keep people of positive energy around you. Stay focused and move. Keep going forward. Ensure that every single day you are making deliberate effort to go ahead. Now, right away, we're going to just open the lines and just let a couple of questions. Anyone has questions, ask their question concerning what we've discussed today. And you can actually type in your question, type in your comments, and then we'll go ahead to take them as we can. So while we're waiting for any question coming on board, I'd like to just get National Ambassador Abdur Razaq on the call again. NA Abdur.
Yes, I'm here. Right. So, listening to all our leaders tonight. In fact, it's been, I say it every time. Every day is training day. You have to just open your mind to, just take in as much as possible. Okay, and we are definitely I believe this is the year of GWT. Just the first few weeks in 2016, and we're seeing amazing results from different parts of the world. Leaders are taking, very massive action. There's so many, trainings that's already gone down already, and leaders are planning several, tours, including a world tour, that is being spearheaded by Ambassador Ronan. Now, what is all this pointing to? It's pointing to the fact that we have, something that the entire world, wants, and you know, we're in the best opportunity in all of direct sales right now, as far as I'm concerned. Because first of all, if you think about the industry itself, nobody is doing what we're doing. So, as our CEO has said, we are the Apple of the MLM industry. All right. So it's all about focus right now. It's all about you understanding the immense opportunity that you have in your hands and becoming focused. I tell people, put your blinders on because every single day you're going to be distracted by so many things. I can see right now one of our Facebook discussions. Um, Regional Ambassador Marag Gaderi is talking about a new something MLM training thing. It's always going to be there. Every single week, every single month, a new company is coming in. As I'm speaking with you, there's somebody trying to get my attention as we speak right now. On Facebook about another company. But you cannot afford to waver. So you have to put your blinders on. You have to be like that racing horse, that puts their blinders on them, and the only thing they see is the finish line. That's all they see. And they don't even see the horse that is next to them on the right or on the left. They can hear them, but they can't see them. So they're focused on getting to the finish line as quickly as possible. That is the mindset, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to adopt, in your GWT business. And just, watch what is happening all around you. Watch what the leaders are doing. GWT 10th anniversary. If you've not bought your ticket already, you're too late. You need to get your ticket ASAP and get your visas done and be at the convention. Events make money. This is going to be the 10th annual convention. The next time that this type of opportunity will be put together is going to be in another 15 years. You want to wait for 15 years before you attend another big event in GWT? No. No, we're getting ready. Ambassador Anthony said the season we're in right now is before the convention, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. And that convention is going to set the real tone for momentum. Do you want your business to explode? Then you and your entire team have to be at the convention. Try to get there by all means. Know that if you don't get there, you did everything possible to get there. That's the only satisfaction you will feel because you put in effort to get there. Otherwise, if you don't lift a muscle to do anything right now, you will regret, what will happen because it will happen for every other person in that team, but it won't happen for you. That's exactly what's going to happen. So you need to become as focused as you have never done before and take advantage of this year. I mean, so many releases are coming up, and we're still expecting, new things to be added to the compensation plan anyway. And if you're on the call tonight, your goal should be to become a regional ambassador as quickly as yesterday, because that is when you begin to enjoy the entire effort of everybody. I mean, when I say everybody, I'm talking about from top to the bottom in this company. That's the only way you enjoy that leverage. And this is what this industry is all about anyway. It's about you enjoying the time and effort of other people, in the business. So this is the time for you to do everything possible to get to regional ambassador. You've listened to some great people today who have not only achieved, what it's all about, who are the people. You got the best people, some of the best people have been on this panel tonight, and you've heard from them, and they've not only spoken, they have achieved what they are talking about. So that is what you need to emulate. You need to decide to become, the next Vernisha, the next regional ambassador Joy Osagili, the next, Sean Haynes, the next ambassador Anthony, the next regional ambassador Sherry. That's what you need to make up your mind to achieve. And once you do, you will achieve it because, once you make up your mind to do something, it's half done already. it's half done already, and the next thing is for you to go and achieve the other 50%. All right, so we're still waiting for those questions. If those questions are coming, we're all ready, to answer, to give the best, answers. So I don't know. Back to you, Ambassador Anthony. I don't know if there are any questions already.
Okay, I don't see any questions. I don't see any hands raised at this time. So if you have any questions, or you want to you have a statement you want to make, you can go ahead and raise your hand. We'll let you just go ahead and do that. But we're basically winding this down now. I just want to thank all the leaders on the call again tonight. National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes, Mr. Carribean, and of course, Ambassador Vernisha. Thank you so very much for being on the call. It's so inspiring, so helpful. Of course, Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao, fantastic leader in this company, in this business. Great track record. Thank you very much for all the things that you do to touch lives and help people across the world. Also, Regional Ambassador Joy Osegale, thank you very, very much. Thank you so very much. It's really lovely to have learned from each and every one of you on the call tonight. And of course, thank you, Nkechi Anedobi, for your feedback. She says, thanks for this. I really learned a lot here, and I learned even more today. God bless you for giving of yourselves so we can learn and grow. And Daniel says, you all inspire us. Many thanks. Thank you very, very much. Then I got a question here from Kunle Ogunsami. It says, hi, when you joined GWT Corp, how did you get people signed up? So, National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, can you just deal with that?
Yeah, sure. It was all about seeing a great opportunity and knowing that we had something different. So, I mean, the question was for me was how many people were ready to listen to me. So I did not. What happened to me at that? Let me just share my story. At the time I took over the business from my wife, I had seen an advert by Eric Worre of Network Marketing Pro. Now, before just when I decided to take over the business with my wife, it was 16:6. That was the formula that Leo Scaler, regional ambassador Leo Scaler, had showed me to become a regional ambassador. And it required for me to share the opportunity long enough and find 16 people who will see value in GWT. So my goal was to find 16 people, even if it took me 12 months. So I set a target. That's the first thing I think everybody needs to do. You need to set a target for yourself. So my target was, you know what? You need to get 16 people into this business in 12 months or less. And at that time, like I was saying earlier, I saw an advert by Eric Worre of networkmarketingpro.com. And he said, he was doing a webinar about how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. And I said to myself, I'm looking for just 16, and he's talking about 20. Okay, fantastic. Now, I follow him. He's one of the people who have really brought the network marketing profession to limelight. So I never doubted that he was going to deliver on that webinar. But all I saw was the highlights, and the highlights that kept just got my attention was if you recruit 20 people in 30 days, it's most likely that you're going to become a six-figure earner in the industry. And I did not even I was not on the webinar. I did not watch the recording. all I was focused on was the training in GWT, to get 16 people in and become a regional ambassador as quickly as possible. So that was my goal. And I just went out and, while doing what I do, and that question even came up today. Somebody asked me a similar question, that how do you succeed, all you leaders in GWT, how do you succeed? An LC from Port Harcourt asked me that question today from Port Harcourt. So what do you do every single day? Well, you have to prospect. That's how you succeed in direct sales. You must prospect, because it's like if you have a gold, if you have a piece of gold or a diamond and it's in your hand and you make a fist, nobody can see what you have, right? You have to open your hands for people to see. So you have to go out and prospect. And what is prospecting? Is just saying the right things with trained words and following up with the right action. That's it. Saying the right things, using trained words, and doing the right things afterwards. So those were the things that I did. I was just out, just sampling people's opinion about who would love to get paid to look good. That's it. Would you like to get paid to look good? That was my language for several months. Just when I came into the business, so that was it. I was just going out and talking to as many people as possible, sharing a fantastic opportunity, because this is something that we've been doing all our lives that nobody has ever paid us for. So just go out and prospect, show people. What I do every single day is I must talk to 4 people every day. 2 new people, show them my business opportunity, and follow up on 2 people I've talked to before. If I don't find 2 new people, I follow up on 2 more. So I must talk to 4 people every day. So if you're talking to 4 people every day, guess what? Even if you do it 5 days in a week, that means you're talking to 20 people every week. That means you're talking to 80 people every month. Out of 80 people, there is no way that 2 people will not sign up in your business every single month. It's impossible if you do it correctly. So that's what I do.
That's amazing, people. Thank you so much, NA Abdur. That's amazing. You got to dream. You've got to write down, when you intend to have that accomplished. And then you've got to break down that goal that you now have, all right, into steps. And that gives you a plan. You've got to do this. At the end of this call, you've got to settle down and tell yourself, what will you be? What will your organization be like by the April convention? What would have happened? And then you're going to write down what you're going to do. NA Abdur just told us he talks to 2 prospects every day and 2 people he has spoken to before who have not yet joined the business, making it 4 every single day. Think about that. So you got to give yourself, and then you follow your plan. You back your plan up with intelligent action. Intelligent action. It's not just throwing waters around. Intelligent action. And remember, like our CEO has said to us over and over again, we don't get paid for selling products. We don't get paid for launching new BDMs. We get paid for making presentations. We get paid for making presentations. So you got to note that and go out there, touching people all over the place. Joy has something to say. Can you just say that to us?
Oof, yep, I would like to add to what NA just talked about. I would like to say, if you are talking to a stranger, someone you just met along the line, you first of all want to ensure that you build like and trust. It's very, very key. You want to start by maybe complimenting the person and then getting comfortable with the person, and then you introduce yourself to the person. Also, you must believe strongly in yourself. Sherry said that you must believe in yourself, because people will first of all buy you before they buy GWT. So they want to see the passion in you, the way you're talking, your comportment, your body language. If you are very positive about what you are talking about, the energy will transfer. The same way, if you are in doubt, it will be obvious to your prospect. So you want to be very confident about what you're talking about. The truth is, you can make anybody buy anything, or you can get anybody to do anything. It's just your manner of approach and the kind of energy that is emitted from you. So, long and short, you want to study about your business. You want to study about your business, and in the course of discussing with your prospects, and you come to a roadblock or something, you don't have to act like you know it all. You connect the person to your My Five. That's the system again we're talking about. You just let the person know, give me some time, I'll get back to you on this. Do you want me to get someone to speak to you and all that? So always take advantage of your My Five. And if you do this every day, practice makes perfect. You'll find out that with every prospecting that you do, you get stronger by the day. Thank you.
Okay, we're basically bringing this to a close now. Just like to have final words from Ambassador Vernisha Charles-Jone from St. Lucia. Also, we'll have final words from Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes from Canada, and of course, Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao from California, USA. So, in that order, Vernisha, final words.
To you, Ambassador Dr. Anthony, to Sean Haynes, who's my personal mentor and regional ambassador, Sherry Zhao, who's been one of those I have been following and using her as my motivation as well, to the entire African team that you guys have from day one has lit a fire from underneath me. I just want to say thank you to you, Dr. Anthony, for organizing such an amazing call. And thank you so much to all of the leaders who've shared on this call, allowing me to learn even more than I previously knew. So I look forward to continuing these types of epic calls that really brings forth the real meat of what people really want to know, what people really need to know, to keep them motivated, to keep them inspired, to keep doing this. One of the things that I always ask persons after I show them this opportunity, I say to them, this is my final piece. This has completed my responsibility, my job. My job was to show you this opportunity. It was to share the information with you. So my job is complete 100%. But what you do with this information is up to you. So this webinar tonight, whatever you do with this information that you've received here is up to you. This may be what you needed to take you to the next step, to the next place, to the next plane in your business. And with all the promotions happening, with an open door policy that all of the leaders have around the world, means that the only option of failure you have lies only within yourself. So you have all the opportunities, both within and without you, to ensure your success within a very reasonable time frame. So again, Dr. Anthony, it was a pleasure connecting with you and being on this call. And thank you so much, and good evening or good morning or good afternoon to everyone on the call wherever you are in the world. Back to you, Dr. Anthony.
Okay, thank you very much, Vernisha, for being on the call. You said to me earlier today that you're always willing to assist, to help, to build, and to nurture people. Thank you for having such a beautiful, beautiful heart, for the beautiful spirit. We admire you greatly. Great work, great leadership. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. Can I get Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao on the call? Final word, Sherry.
Hello, Dr. Anthony. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for having me here tonight. And, just like Vernisha said, we all learn a lot. We learn from each other. We stay motivated because this kind of calls that you're organized together. And, I mean, this business is so amazing that I have never seen such beautiful family like what we had before. Like, that's why we call ourselves our GWT platform on Facebook as a GWT family. We are a family. We are here for each other. We are here to help each other. We are here to help each other stay motivated. And through this system that we have, and through the webinars that we can talk to each other. We can communicate with each other. And of course, we are always here. So if you need any individual communication, don't hesitate to reach out to your My 5, even outside of your My 5. That's what Dr. Anthony has, Mr. Sean Haynes and Vernisha, they are not in his My 5. They are not in. They may not be in your My 5, but they are here. That's how beautiful our company is. That's how beautiful our business is. We are all a family. Regardless, they are your My 5 or not, they are always here too. So utilize the system that we have and utilize, connect yourself with the leaders. First, of course, go to your My 5 and then you can always also go outside of the box and go outside of the My 5. Go to other leaders that you think can help your business and that you think you can be connected with them. So I would encourage you to have some private conversation, with the people that you feel that you connect to tonight, and learn from them. Get some good words from them that you can keep yourself always motivated. I said earlier, stay positive, stay motivated is one of the key things in our business, and of course, you need to be always believe in yourself, and you can do it. So thank you so much having me here tonight, and I look forward to connect with you more. Back to you, Dr. Anthony.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Learned so much again tonight as always, and always, out there answering our call and helping the team globally. Thank you so very much. And now just want to get final words from Mr. Sean Haynes, and then Sean, are you there?
I'm here, Dr. Anthony. Can you hear me?
We can hear you good. Final words, Sean.
Wonderful. Well, first, absolutely. Let me congratulate you, Dr. Anthony, as a great leader, putting this call together and opening it up not only for your team, but for everybody who's on this journey in the GWT family. Just looking at the lines I saw, you got, of course, Nigeria, but I saw people from Ghana, I saw people from Russia, all over the Caribbean. We had people on the call today, Canada, USA. I saw, Kunle asking a question. He just launched his mall Wednesday night. So, great leadership on your part, really understanding working as one GWT family and opening this up for everybody. So, the first thing I want to say is the teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so always remember that. We're here working as a team together. You're never alone in this business. From your My 5 to all the leadership, to our amazing corporate team. We're in this together. We're business partners together. We're on one journey. Stay plugged in, stay connected, always get on calls like these. Never miss any opportunity. I've been to boot camps some months. I went to boot camps, 4 different boot camps in different countries and cities. So I never miss the opportunity for learning. And so you always want to be learning, okay? You're either learning or you're dying, right? As our CEO said, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. So, someone asked me the other day, do I need to be on a Tuesday night training because I was on one before? Do I need to be on Sunday night? I was on Sunday night before. Do I need to be on the boot camp because I was on one before? I said, well, if you join this business to achieve your dreams, then 100% yes, because that's what all the leaders do. We had Abdur Razaq recently, our senior VP, was doing our tour in Toronto. 3 a.m. in the morning, he's on the line. Believe me, he doesn't need to be on there. He knows the tour inside out. He's even heard our senior VP do the tour in Nigeria, but he's on there because that's his mindset. Any opportunity to learn, he's going to be there to get better. And so if you have that mindset, believe me, you will finish at the top. Sherry said it very well. Believe in yourself. keep yourself fueled up. You know, if you go to my YouTube channel, I have an inspiration playlist where I have about 20 different inspirational videos from Les Brown to Zig Ziglar to Jim Rohn to Will Smith to Michael Jordan and more. And, you know, you want to keep yourself fueled up with the right fuel. Just like you fuel up your car with the best gasoline, you want to fuel up your mind every day with the right fuel that will keep you driven. And our senior VP did a video recently from Portugal talking about, you know, not letting anyone steal your dream. And that comes straight from our GWT mom, Aki. You know, she said, never let anyone steal your dream. And, you know, she had to come to Canada with 2 young children, literally clothes on their back, start from scratch. But she had that mindset. She had that mindset, don't ever let anyone steal your dream. And she knew what she could build and make possible for her 2 sons. And she instilled that in the 2 of them. And of course, one is our amazing CEO, Ramin Mesgarlu. The other one's our first millionaire, Reza Mesgarlu. And, you know, thank God that we had such a GWT mom who put that in her 2 children. And now here we all have the opportunity of a lifetime because of that. So don't let anyone take your dreams. Stay connected. And let's go to the billion together, 1,000 millionaires together. I look forward to see everyone at convention. So again, thank you, Dr. Anthony. It was a pleasure, honor, and privilege. Back to you.
Thank you so very much, everyone, for being on the call. Thank you so much, our leaders. We admire your results, your work, admire your help, and of course, we are also, you know, working in the same light, and we know just looking over your shoulders and standing on your shoulders, you know, we all will be accomplishing great feats as well in this business, changing lives basically all over the world. You know, so basically, remember everybody, if you haven't got your convention tickets, you're late already. You got to quickly do this, and you don't have your visas yet. You know, and you need a visa to go into Canada. You need to apply right away. Very likely, going the online application if it's available will help you to cut off some time and reduce the processing time, you know, by as much as 3 to 4 weeks. So you need to do the application right away. Get those tickets, book early, the flight tickets, and make sure you are at the convention. I mean, there's absolutely no excuse, no reason why you shouldn't be at the 10th annual convention. It's going to be epic, so you got to be there, you know. And 3 of us signing out from Lagos, Nigeria. National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, Regional Ambassador Joy Segale, of course, my lovely wife, and myself, Dr. Anthony, were here for the Lagos boot camp at the mainland, you know, in Lagos. Abdur Razaq will be one of our trainers, our speakers. Comfort Negedu, National Ambassador Comfort Negedu, amazing lady. Of course, Ambassador Neka MNK, you know, and myself will be doing a great training for the entire Lagos team, and the Southwestern Nigeria LCs expected to be in that event. If you're in Lagos, in the city of Lagos, or you have LCs in Lagos, get them to be, you know, at the boot camp. The various social media groups, information has been posted previously before this. And this is tomorrow, Saturday, 23rd of January. And immediately after this one, we'll have another boot camp in Lagos holding on the 6th of February at the island, Lagos Island. You know, again, we have National Ambassador Abdur Razaq, Comfort Negedu, Kafina Ajibola, Regional Ambassador Kafina Ajibola, Ambassador Maureen Apollos, the Port Harcourt Power Lady, expanding the market in Port Harcourt, and of course, Neka MNK, you know, will be there. You know, great kudos to all the organizers in Lagos, you know, putting together this bootcamp training. Great kudos to all of you, Ambassador Neka, Marilyn Obaisa, and the entire team. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being on the call. We look forward to having another one of these. Dr. Anthony Osegale, Ambassador of GWT, signing out. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.